Romit Barat, and I am basically a trainer on alternate investing. Now, why did I take an opportunity to come today and discuss with you is that I have been into this industry for now 25 years, and all of you have been also around that time, correct? आप लोग कोई 10 साल, somebody of you are 10 years old, somebody of you are 15, and somebody have spent 20 years plus as a financial distributor. And if you have observed the financial distribution space in the last 20 years, all of you would agree that 20 साल पहले mutual fund sale करना was very difficult, correct? As a mutual fund distributor over the last 20 years, you have seen how a product evolved, correct? And you have seen that how it was difficult to sell the product in last 20 years. Now, there is no sound now. So now, the problem with all of us today is that, अगर आप, let's say for example, all of you come from a respective city, or every respective city has a holiday destination. जैसे मुंबई में अगर आप रहते हैं ना, लोनावला is a very good destination. If somebody is staying in Delhi, Mussoorie is a destination, and you decide to drive to a destination, correct? Now, when you drive to a destination and let's say that road is very bad and there is no signal and everybody zigzag करके जाता है, so typically as a driver you would have very difficulty in reaching the destination. But the same thing is happening with our industry. Last 20 साल में ना, the regulations was not in place, the road was bad, the signals were not in people, but still the industry grew. Mutual fund as an asset class has grown very big, correct? Now if you do a fast forward from here for the next 20 years, when you have the roads clear, when the signals are in place, the driving experience will be much more faster. मतलब जितनी difficulty which was happening in getting driving is not going to be the same here. Now financial distribution space here is developing very fast, and alternate investing should be in a part of your portfolio. Now, why am I saying this? Because when I talk about alternate investing, the first thing that comes to your mind is, why do I consider it? क्यों consider करें? Mutual fund की दुकान तो is going very good. Why do I go beyond that? Believe me, all of you come from a town, which I will show you some 2-3 slides before. I will request my friend Ajay to take it over from there, that what are the various alternate investing. How many of you know this guy? Nobody. And that's the saddest part of the country today. Now, I thought at least 15% people would know. Go to the next and next. Now this guy, next. Now this guy, I'll manage it. So this guy's name is Ashish Gupta. Do you know who is this guy? He was the guy who gave the first 10 lakhs rupees check to Mr. Sachin Bansal when Sachin Bansal was trying to create Flipkart. 2009, Ashish Gupta gave a 10 lakhs rupees check to Sachin Bansal, which ultimately became 130 crores in 2019 when Flipkart sold its stake to Walmart. Now, हमारे लिए दुख की ये बात है कि we keep talking about Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger and Peter Lynch, but we don't know this guy called Ashish Gupta. Believe me, there are more and more Ashish Gupta who is going to come and who is coming into this industry. And if you are a distributor, who is going to introduce them? Because if you are not introducing to a distributor, somebody else from a large wealth management outfit will come and introduce that to your client. अगर आप नहीं बेच रहे ना, दूसरा कोई आपके client के साथ बेच के he is selling it to you. So don't ever say no to it, because I am into this distribution business and I keep talking to distributors. I train people like you, and I also train people like Kotak Wealth and HDFC PBG also. So please stop saying that I'm not going to consider mutual funds, because I would request you, if you are not considering this product, there can be a very, very serious collateral damage that is going to come in your in your business. Now I don't want to show all this data. All of your financial distributions are आपके पास दुकान है. So when you go to a, let's say now the festive season is going to start and you are going to buy for your family. Do you go to a single store or do you go to a mall? You always go to a mall and you say that we are a mall, correct? Yes. आप लोग claim करते हो कि हम एक financial mall है. But do you really operate as a mall? No. You only sell mutual funds. You only sell insurance. So if I go and ask Sanjay Da, Sanjay Thakur is a close friend of mine, so let's say I go and ask Sanjay Da, Sanjay Da, do you have mutual PMS in your portfolios? And he says, Romit Da, I don't sell PMS. So what happens? I go to the next shop, correct? So why is alternate investing important is, although we talk about asset allocation as a product, but none of you are considering asset allocation as a solution to your client. And this is what is very, very important. I wanted to show you some interesting video with a sound, but unfortunately it does not have a recording system. Now this is a very interesting data and lot of the research house uses this data. क्या होता है ना, जब client का initial earning होता है 100 100 rupees, he spends 90 rupees which is into non-discretionary spends. 10 rupees goes to discretionary spends. And when the income increases to 130 rupees, that is 100 growing by 30%, his non-discretionary spends does not grow by anything. 90 ka 100 hota hai, because you will not end up having, instead of 2 roti at night, to 4 rotis at night, correct? So your discretionary spends and non-discretionary spends does not go in a similar manner. So if you are having 2 roti pehle, you will continue to have a 2 roti, but you will have slightly a better quality of wheat or rices in your family. पहले आप groceries से natural लेते थे, अभी you will buy Kohinoor basmati. So your non-discretionary spends only grow by 10%, 90 ka 100. But your discretionary spends, 10 rupees reaches 30 rupees, which is a 3 times growth. So whenever your income grows by 30%, your non-discretionary spends grows up by 3 times, and that is what is happening. आज के दिन में the clients के पास जो 3 times का discretionary spends हो रहा है ना, that is going into an alternate kind of a product. He is trying to explore more, and today digitization is already there, and you can feel that. So it is like a toy which is given to a client. Every portfolio manager or every alternate investment has an access to those mobiles, and he can invest. He is happy. You are happy because the client gave you a 5 lakhs rupees check. But you don't have any clue that the client is investing 30 lakhs rupees with HDFC PVG, or he is investing 30 lakhs rupees because he does not consider you. He does not consider you that you can give an alternate products to him. So please remember, clients ke discretionary spends is increasing. He is allocating money to alternate products. If you are not selling it, then somebody is going to sell it to your clients.
What is that A1, A2, A3, A4?
Which one, sir?
A1, A2, A3.
So these are different product. So what I wanted was A4. A4 is a capital market. A1 matlab expensive watch. Let's say when you get more money in your hand, आप पहले Titan पहन रहे थे, अभी Michael Kors पहन रहे हैं. If you are going with a Honda City, now you are buying a Mercedes Benz. अगर आप 1.5 bedroom में रह रहे हैं, तो you have moved to a 3 bedroom apartment. So these are, so A4 is the largest segment, which is a capital market asset. Now capital markets में क्या होता है? When an investor takes a decision, some part goes right, some part goes wrong, and this keeps on continuing. Lot of times you do not want to admit mistakes कि मेरे से भूल हो गया, and you don't want to show that कि I brought a stock and it went down. आप सोचते हैं कि client क्या सोचेंगे? Now this is a very important, and this is going to be a very big opportunity. Now this, since our presentation का timing है, I'm not going to elaborate further, but I do a lot of training programs for distributors, and till now I've trained around 15,000 distributors in this country on alternate investing. My mission is to make yourself literate, informed, alternate distributor. The same way you convince your client to start that first SIP or investment, it is a difficult process, right? Client को convince करना कोई investment जितना tough है, उससे भी ज़्यादा tough for me is to convince you to start looking into an alternate businesses, and it is an ongoing exercise. Now, alternate investments say, before I end my discussions and give it to Ajay, this is the last slide which I am going to take it through. So let me understand what is an alternate investment. Alternate investment क्या होता है? All of you are into business. You have started your business. जब एक business शुरू होता है ना, it's called the triple F: father, family and friends. कौन पहला पैसा देता है आपको to start your business? Either your friends has given you money, or your father has given you money, or your friends has given you money. Now, as the business starts becoming good and better, you start attracting good investors to invest in your business. Correct? Now, this range say this range to this range to that range till it becomes a public market company, there is a huge business opportunity which exists. आपने कभी सोचा है? There is a company called Serum Institute which makes vaccine and it is valued at more than $4 lakh, 4 lakh crore company today.
My nephew works there.
So, ma'am, it is one of the most expensive company today if it get listed, but it is not listed. It's a public market company. So, what I try to mean that for all of you here, how many of you have grown your business in the last 3 years? Everybody. Everybody has grown your business.
Yes.
So, if your business can grow twice in the last 3 or 4 years, what stops you from assuming that there is a good businesses which will not grow less than 3 times in the last 5 years? So there are good businesses run by great entrepreneurs which are there. So for you as a distributor, there is an opportunity to come into a company here, there is an opportunity to come into a company here, this is a come into a company. So I call it a zone 1, which is a purely a private market businesses. Then there is a zone 2, which is a public market, and then there is a zone 3 which combines the entire public market and private market, and that is all about alternate investing. Correct? So public market is what is IPO matlab which is available to public. Private market is from angel to VC to private equity, and obviously then there is a combinations between these two. I am a trainer and I train distributors on these particular topics in how do you build your business around alternate investing. My only request to you is, it is very important to know a subject. बेचना बात की बात है, but before that you should know.
Yes.
Because tomorrow if you don't know and you operate in a city, like let me tell you, I am also a part of, I sit to the board of Serica, where I am an independent director there. And today they had launched an angel funds category 1, which is a 25 lakhs rupees investments, where they invest into this zone 1. Correct? Now, believe me, they had 120 distributors participating in that angel funds, contributing minimum 25 lakhs rupees of their own money, because you need to understand, and on an average they have brought 5 clients for them. Friends, I earn out of training people, so I don't want to give more information so that you register for understanding. I only charge 5,000 rupees for the entire sessions.
Offline?
It is online. Okay? Alternate investments in India is not taught officially, not even at the IIMs, not even at the basic graduates. Nobody teaches you how does this entire private equity, venture funds, do you know that alternate investing ke andar mein you can actually bring a client who is an Indian or who stays outside India without an Indian KYC? You don't know. But all of you have some relatives outside who has base outside India. Correct? So I end my discussions here because I want to hand it over to Ajay, who will now talk about what are the earning opportunities for our distributors in alternate investing.
एंजल इन्वेस्टर्स क्या होते हैं?
हाँ, so उसके लिए you have to come to my training.
Sir, I would like to enroll for this because I'm already selling this product.
Oh,
But I want to go into depth of it.
so
I'm also a client of it.
oh, that's really wonderful. So I will discuss this on a training session, sir. I normally do not discuss any of my because I only tell you because try to understand. Angel investing or alternate investing, there are 3 series of investment: AIF1, AIF2 and AIF3. Correct? Now minimum ticket size for AIF is 1 crore. आप सुनेंगे अरे boss ये तो बहुत पैसा है. But believe me, all in your network, I also train people on how to build your first 25 crores in alternate investing. And there are a lot of people, distributors who have been participating me, and they have started building assets. And last 1 year में वो 10-15 crore का alternate asset already बेच चुका है.
ये आपसे कैसे इन्वॉल्व होना है?
हाँ, so I will do it at the end. But since I don't want to take time, I want to just introduce my colleague, Ajay. Ajay is the head of, Serica. So he will tell you about why alternate investing हमने समझा दिया, why you should as a distributor consider alternate investment. Chalo, Ajay, please go ahead.
Thank you, Romit Dada. Good afternoon, everyone. So, Dada told you, I'm sorry, he's a Bengali and I am not, but that is how I respect him. So Dada told you already about a little bit about alternates, right? And why alternates is important. I have a small opening slide which says, if you do not work on what is unseen, it is very difficult to sustain what is seen. What I simply mean by that is that जो दादा ने कहा कि alternates is becoming very big. Now, how do you participate in that? One, definitely you need people like him who will educate you on in those products. But let me kind of show you some numbers. I have done a case study here of a financial advisor, one who has 100 crore AUM, almost all of it in conventional assets, which is mutual funds. The other who has an AUM of 100 crores, 75% in conventional, which is mutual funds, and 25% in alternates. Case study क्या है यहाँ पे? That if you look at it, let's say broadly, in MF your average yield is 0.8%. तो 100 करोड़ के एसेट पे 80 लाख रुपए का इनकम है. अज्यूम करते हैं, बिकॉज मैं नहीं कह रहा, मैं ये अजम्पशन कहाँ से ला रहा हूँ वो मैं आपको बताता हूँ. Regulator is saying that look, the total expense ratio or the fees that funds charge to investors वो कम होना चाहिए. और अगर मैं लेमैन भाषा में आप लोगों से समझाऊं, he gave me this example that stayed with me. जब भी हम लोग कोई दुकान में कुछ खरीदने जाते हैं, ऐसी दुकान में जहाँ पे हम पुराने कस्टमर हैं, 4 साल 5 साल 10 साल, तो हम क्या कहते हैं, सर हम तो आपके पुराने कस्टमर हैं, हमको तो डिस्काउंट दो. You all agree with this fact? ठीक है. तो अब सेबी कह रहा है जो आपके पुराने इन्वेस्टर्स हैं, जो इन्वेस्टर्स म्यूचुअल फंड्स में पिछले 10, 15, 20 साल से हैं, उनको डिस्काउंट तो बनता है. That is why the regulator is proposing that the total expense ratio, और ये मैं नहीं कह रहा, ये इंडस्ट्री कह रही है कि ये जो TER है ये कम होता रहेगा, राइट? सो अब जो मैंने यहाँ पे एक केस स्टडी ली है, यहाँ पे मैंने अज्यूम किया कि TER 15 बेसिस पॉइंट से अगर कम हो जाए तो उसका मैथमेटिक्स, बिकॉज अभी रिसेंटली जो हुआ उसी को मैंने कंसिडर किया, 60% ऑफ दैट इज पास्ड ऑन टू द एडवाइजर एंड 30 to 40% इज रिटेन्ड बाय द फंड. सम में पास ऑन इन फैक्ट ऑलमोस्ट ऑल ऑफ 100. नाउ लेट्स से 15 बेसिस पॉइंट का TER कट हो गया, उसमें से 10 बेसिस पॉइंट एडवाइजर को पास ऑन कर दिए गए, यानी कि 80 बेसिस पॉइंट से कम होके आपका यील्ड हो गया 70 बेसिस. दो तरीके के लोग हैं, एक जिनका 100% AUM इज कन्वेंशनल, दूसरा जिनका 75% कन्वेंशनल. तो जिसका 100 है, 100% MF में है, उनका 80 लाख से गिर के कमीशन हो गया 70 लाख. जिसका स्प्लिट 75-25 है, उनका ओरिजिनल कमीशन वाज 90 बिकॉज ऑल्टरनेट्स आर स्लाइटली हाई पेइंग. आई एम श्योर यू ऑल नो दिस. अब उनका नया कमीशन गिर के हो गया है 90 लाख से 83 लाख. इनका फॉल है 12.5%, उनका फॉल है 8.3%. कट टू 1 ईयर लेटर. सिर्फ इतना दिखा के सेंस नहीं है. मैं आपको एक और आगे लेकर चलता हूँ एक स्टेप. 1 साल बाद लेट्स से 0 नए एसेट्स आए, जितना ग्रोथ हुआ वो सिर्फ मार्केट से हुआ. कन्वेंशनल एसेट्स में 12% ग्रोथ आया, 12% मार्केट परफॉर्मेंस आया. ऑल्टरनेट्स में 14%, बिकॉज ऑल्टरनेट्स आर नोन टू गिव यू एटलीस्ट 1 to 2% ऑफ अल्फा. मतलब कहीं ज्यादा होता है, बट 1 to 2% इज सेफ टू कंसीडर. What that means is this person who has 100% AUM in MFs, उनका नया commission is 78.4 lakhs, which is still 2% lower to their initial commission before the TER drop. This person is now at 93 lakhs, which is 3% higher than their initial commission before the TER drop. I am not telling you कि आपको 75-25 करना है या 80-20 करना है. I am purely telling you one thought that you inculcate in your investors. आप सब अपने इन्वेस्टर से, अगर मैं आपके पास एज एन इन्वेस्टर आऊँ और मैं कहूँ कि मेरे पास XYZ कंपनी में 4 करोड़ का स्टॉक है, तो आप मुझसे ये कहोगे सबसे पहले कि सर इसको डाइवर्सिफाई करना चाहिए। बट क्या आप लोगों ने अपने मॉल में अलग प्रोडक्ट्स रख के डाइवर्सिफिकेशन किया है? द आंसर मे बी यस, मे बी नो। लेट मी टॉक अबाउट स्पेसिफिक कैटेगरीज नाउ। सबसे पहले मैं आपको बताता हूँ, I mean you all know this, right now India has about 11 crore demat accounts. 14 crore someone says, but that is debatable. I would say 11 crores. Yesterday, day before yesterday, I was talking to someone because recently Zerodha ने अपने revenue और profit numbers बताए. So Zerodha's last year's profit is about 3,000 crores, right? With zero marketing. Why? Because probably हर घर में एक Zerodha account है, या Zerodha नहीं है तो अपस्टॉक्स है, अपस्टॉक्स नहीं तो ग्रो है, ग्रो नहीं है तो एंजल वन है। कहने का मतलब ये है, एवरी सिटी, एवरी स्टेट, एवरी विलेज, इन लोगों ने ब्रॉडली 90% पिन कोड इंडिया के कवर कर लिए हैं। अब डीमैट ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट खोलना है 5 मिनट्स आउट। Some people said this is a threat to your business. I said this is an opportunity. Opportunity, अब आप लोगों को क्या लगता है कि ये जो डिजिटल अकाउंट्स हैं, डायरेक्ट इक्विटी है, ये अपॉर्चुनिटी है कि थ्रेट है, राइट? सम पीपल सेड थ्रेट है बिकॉज लोग वहां जाएंगे। अब उसमें फ्लिप साइड ये भी मुझे आर्ग्यूमेंट मिला है जो शायद आपके साथ रेजोनेट भी होगा कि देखो लोग वहां पे जाएंगे, ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट खोलेंगे, टिप्स विप्स से इन्वेस्ट करेंगे, फिर जब पैसा नहीं बनेगा तो झक मार के हमारे पास आएंगे, ठीक है? दिस मे और मे नॉट बी ट्रू स्पेसिफिकली बिकॉज ये जो जीरोधा और अपस्टॉक्स, ये ग्रो, ये सब ने अभी साथ साथ में एंसिलरी सर्विसेज देना शुरू कर दिया है, ट्रेडिंग कॉल्स दे रहे हैं, डेटा बता रहे हैं, तो वो ब्लाइंडली कि आप कुछ बनाओ ही नहीं, वो नहीं हो रहा है। प्लस इंफॉर्मेशन एज में हर किसी को मालूम है, हर रिटेल इन्वेस्टर जो जीरोधा और ग्रो पे अकाउंट खोल के बैठा है, शायद उनके डीमैट में आपको HDFC बैंक और रिलायंस मिल ही जाएगा, सो दे मे नॉट बी लूजिंग दैट मच मनी। I think this is an opportunity and I will tell you why. I have a product for you which are, we call this equity stock baskets. This is direct equity investing. आप लोगों के पास इन्वेस्टर्स आते होंगे जो कहेंगे कि म्यूचुअल फंड में डाल दिया, 1-2 लाख रुपए स्टॉक्स में भी डाल दो। Some people execute that because you might have a sub-broking relation with some broker. Some may say कि सर वहाँ तो रिस्क है, आप बेटर NF में डाल दो। Now this is an opportunity for you. What I am showing here, these are equity baskets. We work with a company called Smallcase. वो लोगों के प्लेटफॉर्म पे हमने ये प्रोडक्ट होस्ट किया है। Minimum investment is 2 lakh rupees. These are 3 different product baskets. ED plus that you see, it's a small and mid cap portfolio. Wealth compounder is a multi cap. FD plus is a large cap. जिसका जैसा रिस्क उसको वैसा प्रोडक्ट सूट करता है। परफॉर्मेंस मतलब एट द एंड ऑफ द डे, मारुति का एड जो आपने एक वीडियो दिखाया था कि हर कोई यही पूछता है ना कि कितना देती है, व्हाट इज द परफॉर्मेंस, राइट? द स्मॉल एंड मिड कैप पोर्टफोलियो हैज परफॉर्म्ड, इट हैज अ CAGR of about 50% over the last 3 years, multi cap about 24% and large cap about 18%. This is audited and there on Smallcase platform. It is not my data. This is one product, one opportunity. For you to participate in this opportunity, you need to have a broking. Your client needs to have a broking or trading account.
Can you rewind the slide? People want to take a picture. Just hold it for 5 seconds. Let them take a picture.
आप piperserica.smallcase.com पे चले जाओगे तो आपको ये सब लाइव वहाँ पे दिख जाएगा।
Yeah.
These are the brokers which are there on Smallcase portfolio. ये भी आपको वहाँ पे दिख जाएगा। So this is one category of product that we have. Minimum is 2 lakh rupees here as an investment. Now let me talk about another category which is PMS. पिछले कुछ सालों में ये PMS का बिजनेस का AUM का ग्रोथ डेटा है। In the last 10 years, these assets have grown from 3.6 lakhs to about 19.2 lakhs, which means maybe you are overlooking, someone else is not. मतलब you said in your remarks, right? If you don't do it, someone else will, because HDFC, Kotak and all these large guys, this is their core bread and butter business now.
Yeah, okay, I just wanted to add to all of you, since I have been from this industry now, I have always seen it's a very tendency for a distributor to ask the first question is, how is it better than a mutual fund? So let me tell you, if you have got 3 sons or 3 daughters or children in your house, you do not compare them.
Right.
So PMS, AIF and mutual funds are 3 important and different regulations. Don't ever compare a PMS with a mutual fund. That's a wrong comparison because दोनों का structure अलग है, दोनों का ticket size अलग है, दोनों का modus operandi अलग है, दोनों का administration concept अलग है. So never compare PMS with a mutual fund. That's the first thing. Come out of the mind. Because अगर आप मेरा training attend करते हो, I very strictly say please do not compare it. Number 1. Number 2. From now onwards, now start comparing a PMS with a direct equity holdings of a client because direct equity holding is a threat to your business. Please, matlab this is my because after that my good friend Bhavik will also talk about his product. It's one of the best products that I have seen in the market. Believe me, don't ever ask this question, is it better than mutual fund? It's an absolutely irrelevant topic. Because you compare all alternate products with direct equity. Because direct equity is a threat to your business, not any other product. Until and unless you run a broking platform.
How much the minimum investment in PMS fund?
So PMS investment start off with 50 lakhs. Now, officially you cannot say there is anything called mini PMS. That is why you have this product, which operates in the same manner, which is a stock basket.
How many stocks?
Each portfolio will have on an average 15 to 20 stocks. So it is not me who has a tie-up. ये एक platform है, third party platform, small case. उनके platform के through it enables one-click execution for an investor. Otherwise, B stock आप मैं उनको बताऊंगा वो B stock लेंगे contract में वो सब
जिनके पास ये होगा वही तो कर पाएंगे.
Correct.
तो हमारा शेयर खान के साथ हमारा है.
तो आप नहीं कर. Basically fund.
I have a different perspective.
मैं आपको number बताता हूँ. These names that you see, they cover 97% of the demand
also
holdings.
obviously, but answering to you, Amit, I'll go a very different perspective. Now, since you run a share Khan, so for you, that's already there. Now, let's say for example, you go and meet Sweta, correct? And let's say Sweta has an investment, he has got an account with Mutualfunds, correct? And you want to onboard her as a client, but she does not want to move away from Mutualfunds. So in that case, for you, it is a client acquisition tool हो जाता है. You see from that angle, ना? Because anyway, share Khan का client आपके साथ तो रहेगा. But let's say she is from Access Securities and I want to onboard her, and she wants to invest with me. So I will ask her to buy my product at Access and sell it, so I don't lose out on it.
Romit sir, I can buy directly also ना फिर इनका commission
See,
कहाँ से
direct, no. Okay, so direct तो आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो. Mutual fund भी direct कर सकते हो. See, again, Shweta, you have to understand. Everything gets sold on its competency.
नहीं, I understand, but this is actually a query from their side also that when a customer can buy direct also, वो फिर वही
See, the
वाला-
problem is, this small case as a jungle is a problem of plenty.
Yes, I know.
The problem is when you have got too many choices. I don't know whether you people read or not. Since she has asked a very important questions, if you attend my sessions, there is a book called Paradox of Choice by a writer called Barry Schwartz. वो क्या बोलता है ना, आप जब दुकान में जाते हो, उसमें काफी सारे ऑप्शन होता है ना, you cannot take the right decision.
Correct.
Now the problem is, small case is good and great, but it does not give you the right solution because वो तो दुकान है. That is what they need you. See, वो तो mutual fund भी सोचता है, I can go and buy a direct mutual fund. Can't I do that? Yes. But फिर भी आपने 250 करोड़ का धंधा बनाया ना last 10 साल में. So direct is not a threat.
No, in fact, let me add. Direct is actually an opportunity, and I'll tell you why.
Cash it.
मैं आपको बताता हूँ, और आप लोगों ने ये चीज आप लोगों के साथ हुई होगी. आपका क्लाइंट है ना, उसके पास 100 रुपए हैं. उसने 100 में से 70 आपको दे दिए, 30 से वो खुद खेल रहा है. उसने आपको नहीं बताया वो क्या कर रहा है. वो आपको कब बताएगा मालूम है? जब उस प्रोडक्ट में या उस पोर्टफोलियो में लॉस होगा, तब आपको आके दिखाएगा, पूछेगा सर क्या करें आप बताओ. ठीक है. So for your question, let me tell you something. Small case has 350 portfolios from 200 different managers. ठीक है. वो 200 डिफरेंट मैनेजर्स में से 190 मैनेजर्स आर सिंगल पर्सन शॉप। किससे बात करोगे? वो आके आपको दिखाएगा मैडम ये मैंने लिया था वो स्मॉल केस पे 1 लाख रुपए डाले थे, अभी पिछले 6 महीने में ये पोर्टफोलियो 15% नीचे, क्या करूं? दिस इज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी। नाउ
मेरा एक सपोज कीजिए
मेरे को 5 मिनट दे दो, मेरा प्रेजेंटेशन खत्म होगा, उसके बाद सब सवाल ले लेंगे। नाउ सिमिलर इज द स्टेट ऑफ पीएमएस। आपसे नहीं लेगा, डायरेक्टली ले लेगा, वो चला जाएगा एक्स पीएमएस के पास, सीसीपी के पास, एएसके के पास, फिर आएगा आपके पास लास्ट 3 साल में ये 7% है, आपका एमएफ तो 15%। तब आप उसको कहोगे कि जब बना है 15% तो डालो, राइट? बट ही सेड PMS and mutual funds are not a comparison, which I agree to. I recently, a week back, I got a call from Mint. They were writing an article. They said, we want your expert opinion how to compare mutual funds with PMS. I said, जब एयरपोर्ट जाते हो ना, तो एयरपोर्ट पे 3 तरीके के वेटिंग एरिया है। एक कॉमन वेटिंग एरिया, ठीक है, जहाँ पे हर कोई जा सकता है, उसमें से 4 लोग को चार्जिंग के लिए पोर्ट मिलता है, बाकियों को नहीं मिलता है। दूसरा है लाउंज, जहाँ पे आपके पास अगर किसी भी बैंक का स्लाइटली हायर ऑफ द कर्व क्रेडिट कार्ड है तो मिल जाएगा, और वो भी आप बड़े एयरपोर्ट पे जाओगे ना, दिल्ली, बेंगलोर, मुंबई, तो वेटिंग है, लाइन लगती है, ठीक है। और तीसरा है प्रीमियम लाउंज। तो अगर आपके पास एमएक्स कार्ड है, सिटी बैंक, इंपीरिया, आई मीन एक टाइम था सिटी बैंक, इंपीरिया और एक्सिस बर्गंडी के आप क्लाइंट हो, तो आपको प्रीमियम लाउंज मिलता है, ठीक है। So this is exactly that. Your mutual funds are a mass platform. I mean, वहाँ पे anyone starting from what, 500 rupees? Anyone starting from 500 can invest. Can someone do that with PMS? The answer is no. That is a 50 lakh rupee product, और वो 50 lakh में treatment भी वैसा है. The treatment that a PMS investor gets, fund manager access every month, every quarter. So this is the intricacy. The two are not comparable, and the one is about experience, one is about saving your or managing your savings well. In fact, let me also tell you some important number data, because look, at the end of the day, I do my work to get money and enjoy my life, and I think that is what matters to me and most people who think like me. If you do 1 PMS a month, not maybe with me, maybe not with me, maybe with Bhavik, but if you just do 1 PMS per month, and the assumption is 1 PMS per month for the next 5 years, and let's say these portfolios give us CAGR of 15%. Your total commission in the next 5 years is going to be 1 crore 6 lakh from these assets, and that's not where it ends. That is where it starts. अगर 5 साल 1 PMS पर मंथ करके आपने छोड़ दिया, उसके बाद done and dusted, your per month commission after that is going to be about 4.5 lakh rupees. This is the kind of opportunity that I foresee, and I will say why my PMS, not only mine, but जब आप शेल्फ पे 3 प्रोडक्ट रखोगे तो एक मेरा भी रखना। परफॉर्मेंस बुरा नहीं है, at the end of the day performance speaks. That is the loudest speaking part, and we have that. So अगर आप मेरा performance देखोगे for the last 5-7 years, from short, medium, long term, our portfolios have delivered well. And that's not the that's not the last product I will talk about. I will take 2 more minutes before I take your question. Let me also tell you something very interesting. Again, Dada talked about it briefly. Do you know that you can, अभी रिसेंटली किसी ने मुझे बताया कि पीपल फ्रॉम जर्मनी आर नॉट अलाउड टू इन्वेस्ट इन XYZ म्यूचुअल फंड। रिसेंट कोई नोटिफिकेशन आया है। ऐसे नो प्रॉब्लम सर, आई हैव अ फंड इन मॉरिशस, आप वहाँ पे ले आओ। I said, okay, wow, very nice, बताओ इसके बारे में। So I'll tell you this thing. A lot of people say कि US से इन्वेस्टर्स नहीं ला सकते, कनाडा से इन्वेस्टर्स इंडिया में MF के लिए नहीं ला सकते। इनफैक्ट PMS AIF के लिए भी, for you to onboard an NRI investor, they have to be in India. They have to go through a boatload of KYC process, 300 पेज की बुकलेट साइन करा लेते हैं कभी-कभी. And there is something which is far more beautiful and far more attractive to NRI investors, because this is a fund that takes money in dollars, invests in India, your NAV is in dollar, your redemption is in dollar. This is a fund that we have in Mauritius. Investors come from any of these countries except India to this fund. It is like a mutual fund, just that the minimum investment is $100,000, and ultimately that is invested in India. Let me show you the numbers. If someone would have invested in Nifty 50 USD, because अगर MF में easily नहीं कर सकते, then that's the easiest product that they can kind of invest in. This is the performance last 4 साल का. अगर आप CAGR देखोगे Nifty 50 USD का, that's about 10.9%. Whereas my fund for the last 4.5 years, it is at about 16% CAGR. Now, why I am talking about this is because if you have NRI investors, say in countries like US, Canada, Middle East, Europe, this is a good product for them. This is a differentiated product for them.
And it also does not require Indian KYC.
It does not require any Indian KYC. Wherever they are, वहाँ का KYC process
Because
is all
आपके
digital.
काफी investors ना जो बाहर में रहते हैं ना, उसके पास होगा they have an Indian KYC, but उनके बच्चे के पास Indian KYC नहीं है.
What are the documents required for?
So
Then we can come back.
so it's a very convenient product. अभी मेरा एक distributor है who had undergone a training through me, and he's from Nagpur. He was traveling to Canada to bring his daughter because of this Canada tension, you know. And he was at the airport. He called up कि रोमित सर अभी जा रहे हैं तो क्या करें? So I explained him about that product. While he was on Canada trip, he sold two $1 lakh का product, and he sold two $1 lakh because the minimum ticket size is $1 lakh, which is nothing. आपको सुनने में लग रहा है अरे बाप रे $1 lakh, it's only 83 lakhs. उनके comparison में it is not a high product. Number one, while he was talking to this product, and he also discussed that this product can be also purchased by a non-Indian investor, he got a leads for selling it to 15 more individuals.
Wow.
In fact, that is one thing that I wanted to put as my last remark, that right now, let's say an investor from Russia comes to you, right? Russian national, not Indian. ठीक है, आपके कोई दोस्त हैं, कोई इन्वेस्टर हैं वहाँ पे, उनके फ्रेंड हैं, उन्होंने कहा कि उनको इंडिया में इन्वेस्ट करना है. आप क्या करोगे? आप उनको कहोगे सॉरी सर, we can't onboard you because you don't have an Indian PAN card. This is a product where you can onboard them. Why I am talking about this, वो भी मैं आपको बताता हूँ. Recently, what we have seen in the last 3 years, I'm sure एक साल में आप लोगों ने फंड मैनेजर से सुना होगा, India is the best positioned country globally, right? Because Russia किसी और से लड़ रहा है, US तो सबसे लड़ता रहता है, China has their own problems, right? So in that situation, we are the country which is kind of very stable. हमारे country की balance sheet stable है, leadership stable है, growth देखा है हमने. 10 साल पहले जब कोई इंडिया के बारे में बात करता था, 10 भी नहीं, probably 15 साल पहले, तो लोग कहते थे यार इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर नहीं है, right? Today, in the last 10 years, जो फिजिकल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हम नहीं बना पाए, उसके जगह जो डिजिटल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में हमने लीपफ्रॉग कर लिया, दैट इज प्रोबेबली द बेस्ट दैट वी हैव एनीवेयर इन द वर्ल्ड. ₹1 QR कोड स्कैन करके भेज सकता हूँ मैं इंडिया में. कोई अमेरिकन को या कोई NRI को ये दिखाओगे, पागल हो जाते हैं, मतलब उनका फ्यूज उड़ जाता है कि बस ये भी हो सकता है, राइट? सो विद ऑल ऑफ दैट, इंडिया एज अ कंट्री इज वेरी वेल पोजिशन. नाउ व्हाट हैज दैट डन, प्लस ऑफ ऑल गुड थिंग्स आवर प्राइम मिनिस्टर हैज डन. He travels very frequently like all of us, and travels frequently to overseas countries, and he has a good aura, right? So because of him, India is now seen as a destination. India is now seen as a destination by a lot of foreign investors. I mean, I recently got an investor in my Mauritius fund. He called me, we talked because of Common Connect, and in 20 minutes he said that, okay, I am good to start. I will start small and I will scale it up. So I thought small मतलब क्या है, अभी इसको बोलूँगा $1 लाख है, ये बोलेगा नहीं 50,000 ही डालूंगा मैं तो. So I asked him out of curiosity, sir, because I want to initiate the onboarding, what is your small? So he said I'll start with $1.5 million and I can scale it up to 5. I said wow. So out of curiosity मैंने उनसे पूछा कि ये 1.5 आपका fresh capital allocation है या कहीं और से आ रहा है? He's a guy based in Austria, never seen India. Probably मैप पे डिस्टेंटली लोकेट कर पाएगा या वो भी नहीं कर पाएगा, बट he said, I have taken money out from China, I have taken money out from UK and slightly profit booking in the US, and I want to put this in India. He's not been to India ever. But he said, now in emerging markets, India is my allocation. What I want to leave you with as a thought is कि आप लोगों के काफी friends हैं, investors हैं, NRI हैं, उनको, like my last statement, उनके जो दोस्त हैं, foreigners, not Indians. India is a destination that you can showcase to them as an investment destination and a product also for them. With that, I will just एक मिनट. हाँ, so यहाँ पे एक मिनट मेरा नंबर लेने दो.
हाँ, sure, 100%, please.
So if you want to reach out to us, please feel free to do that. If you want to reach out to Romit Dada, you can just reach out to us, and anyways, we are the same. So with that, I am done with my presentation. We are done with our presentation, and if you have,
It's there only.
so we are all friends.
So before I leave, मतलब I'll be always there. बाबे का presentation देखना है. How many of your relatives or friends know that you are into financial service business? Everybody. Correct? सबको family को पता है कि आप इसमें कर रहे हो. Now, how many of you who has a relationship which is outside, who knows that you are into financial services, but he does not do with you? Everybody. क्यों करना पता है? You don't have a product to give them. जिस दिन उनको पता चले ना कि you have a product which you can give it to them, they will do it through you. That is why the product that he and Ajay and Bhavik is going to discuss. Why am I talking for both them? Because I am a trainer. Because for me, advising the distributor is the right process, and I find both this product to be.
So